Alright, hello everyone. I am back with another video, and today I wanted to talk about what would I have wanted someone to say to me or show me to help me to see that what Jehovah's Witnesses teach is something you really should investigate and something you really should make sure that it is what it is. And today we actually have access to more information than we ever did before. I grew up in the 70s, so everything was, in a book or a magazine. Now people are fortunate to be able to type something in even on their phone in their hand and to see and look up information. And with that, if someone is in the a witness, or someone's studying, or someone's trying to decide that they want to leave or have questions that haven't been answered, or they won't answer them because there's a lot of questions that they won't answer. Number one is the publications that they give you. And the number one publication that I had issue with when I finally actually took the time to do research, I understand the fear that's put in you, because the fear was put in me from not a little girl, but I was in it since I was a child. So becoming an adult and even having questions as an adult. So being a child and being a grown woman, and you still having questions and doubts, and they still don't want to answer those questions. So you would think, after being in it for a lifetime, that you should have no questions and no doubts with what you're being taught. Well, I had questions and I had doubts, but I just did just let it go by the wayside, because the fear that they put in you to actually research something out or look at other information, just even other information that's biblical history that's biblical history about the world that we live in and the people who lived before us, but not to even look at stuff like that, which is ridiculous. So the Bible itself, the New World Translation, they said themselves that they translated it from the King James Bible. And the King James Bible actually had more books, which were the Apocrypha, which is what they took out. And they said in their own words that they took it out because they felt it wasn't valid, that it was not needed to be put into their book. Now, mind you, we also know that other King James Bibles, it was also removed from there also. So the Witnesses removed it, and other religions removed it too. But the Witnesses, we'll just speak about the Witnesses for now. They said that the Bible was inspired by God. All scripture is inspired by God. So, and they interjected the name Jehovah. So all scriptures are inspired by Jehovah. The original Bible had all the books in it. And they decided that those books weren't necessary. So why did they feel it wasn't necessary? They haven't given an explanation, at least I haven't come across an explanation, as to why they felt those books weren't necessary. So if Jehovah gave you something and you decide that they're not necessary, there's something wrong with that. There's absolutely something wrong with that. And you should question, why weren't the other books valid? He gave them to you. He put them in there. There's something in there you should know. There's something in there you should learn. So why should they decide that people that they're trying to show Jehovah and convert to being witnesses, that those books aren't necessary? So I would have liked for someone to show me that. And now the information is out there a lot quicker and a lot easier via the internet, or literally Barnes and Noble. I went to Barnes and Noble and I was able to get my Apocrypha from Barnes and Noble. So Barnes and Noble has them. They're actually books that you can order on Amazon that has the complete Bible in it. And also, if the King James Bible was inspired, and that's the book they used to translate it, then what is wrong with using the King James Bible? I remember seeing people coming in with the King James Bible to go along at a meeting, and the brothers would discourage them from using the King James Bible. Why discourage them from using the Bible if the Bible was what you translated your Bible from? The New World Translation is supposed to be a translation of the inspired book that God gave us, the inspired book that has all the information and all the history of those that came before us. So why encourage someone not to use it? It's the whole thing about making it plain English. The King James Bible to me is very easy to understand. It's in, I guess you would say, what they call a 6th grade English level. It's very easy to understand. So if you're telling someone that to only read your material and no one else's material, that is, I want to call it brainwashing. I hate that part, but that's true. And I would say that if you are trying to help someone who is a friend, a loved one, a family member, that I would definitely bring up the fact that I would ask them, so why do you think they did that? Why do you think they chose to leave books out the Bible? And why do you think they felt the need to revise it so many times? And if they want to know where this information is coming from, it's coming from their own website. It's coming from their own books. It's coming from their own information. And all they would have to do is backtrack from the very beginning and work all the way up to this day, because one of my subscribers let me know that they just recently done another revision in 2023. The last one I knew of was 2013. So all these years, that's a 10-year difference. Every 10 years they're making a revision. Like, what's the point of that? Definitely ask, if you can talk to them, ask them about the very book that they carry every day and read from every day and share with people every day. Why is it that that book is no longer the same Bible from 20 years ago, from 30 years ago, from 40 years ago? The very Bible is not the same Bible from 40 years ago. And if it's inspired of God, there's no reason for it to change so many times. There's absolutely no reason for it to keep changing. Like, they have the truth and they've been inspired, and as they say, they are the link between the Most High and us. Well, people, no longer me, but people. So if you're the link, then why are you getting the information wrong? And then why are you having to change it? Why change it? I think I'm gonna end the video here, and there is one other topic that I wanted to bring up that maybe you could talk to your friend or family member or anyone, or even if you come across a witness that wants to talk to you about it, ask them why do they change their publication so much, because that Bible is not the Bible. It's just a publication. It's just another publication amongst all their other publications. The New World Translation is a publication. It is not the Holy Scriptures, because if it was the Holy Scriptures, there'd be no reason for the books to be removed, and there's no reason to keep revising it. You don't keep changing the Holy Scriptures. All right, well, thank you for listening, and I'll be back with another video.